Hello and welcome back to Growing Family Garden. This week we've been really busy with some preparation, planting, and we've even had our first harvest of the year. We started off at the entrance of our home where we've got a beautiful hedge growing through the fence. Now we absolutely love the look of this. It's natural, full of life and really welcoming, but it was starting to creep out a little too far, especially when squeezing the car past. So after carefully checking for any nesting birds, we gave it a light trim just to keep things in shape. Of course, I had my little helper by my side, getting stuck in and making the job twice as fun. Once that was sorted, it was time to turn our attention to the beds. Over the past few weeks, we've been slowly working through them, tackling the weeds and getting everything ready for planting. Now, I'm not going to lie, it had gotten a little bit out of hand, but after a winter with a newborn and a 3-year-old with a broken leg, the garden took a back seat. But you know what? That's life, and it feels so good to finally be back on top of things. While clearing one of the beds, I hit something solid, and this turned into a bit of a surprise. When we first covered these beds using the no-dig method, we had no idea that just 6 inches below the surface was the remains of an old patio. Out came the sledgehammer and a crowbar, and after some serious effort and a bit of sweat, we managed to break it up and get it out. Not the easiest job, but definitely satisfying. Have you ever uncovered anything unexpected in your garden? No patio, no path, something even stranger? I'd love to hear about it. With the beds finally cleared and after a well-earned ice cream break, it was time for the best part. Planting our first veggies of the season. First up, the peas. We decided to use the middle bed for our crops so we can easily pick and enjoy regularly right around our swing. This area is also covered by a large net that protects the whole plot. We planted out the peas we sowed less than a month ago, and honestly, they're already looking fantastic. As they grow, I'll be adding more support with string for them to climb, but for now, a single line will do the job until next weekend. Next, we planted some rocket and radish. We split these between the greenhouse and the main plot, just to stagger the harvest a little and make the most of the protected growing space before the tomatoes go in. Then came the spinach, and I'm especially happy about this one. Last year, it completely failed from seed, probably a bad batch, so it's really great to see it doing well this time around. We also planted some lettuce, popping them in as small clumps for now. I'll come back next weekend to thin them out once they've settled in. And then the moment we've been waiting for, our very first harvest of the year. The rhubarb is ready. We picked a few beautiful stems and these are heading straight into the kitchen for a rhubarb crumble. Honestly, nothing beats cooking with ingredients you've picked just hours before. Quick tip though, always remember to pull the rhubarb from the base rather than cutting it. If you've enjoyed this video, just give us a like, hit subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know how you're getting on in your gardens. It's been really lovely to hear the stories and it's quite motivational and helps us to keep sharing our journey. See you later.